Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Mollen from Brendmo Accountants. I just thought due to the VAT increase, let me just do a summarized implication of VAT to the businesses. So number one, before I go there, I want you to understand what is VAT, which is value added tax. Some small business confuse it with income tax. So value added tax is a tax added to most goods and services. So what happens is businesses collect it from customers and pay it over to your SARS, your tax office. And also businesses have to add VAT to their selling price and collect that VAT from their customers and pay it over to SARS, like what I said. So just as an example, we have 𝐼𝐶, your supplier there, who sells goods and for 400 Rand plus 15%, which was the VAT before the increase of 115. And business B bought those goods or those products from a supplier for 115 and sells them to their customers for 200 plus 15% of VAT, which is 230. So VAT that it collects from the customers, that is the 30 Rand, is paid over to SARS, less VAT that business paid to the supplier, right? So which means 15 Rand is going to pay over to SARS, the net effect of that. But let's now look at the implication of the increase of VAT from 15% to 15.5 from 1st of May. So let's look at that implication. Okay, so let's look at the impact of this VAT increase on SA businesses. And most of this impact actually affects small businesses, but all businesses are affected equally. So there is an increase in cost of goods and services. So like what I said before from my previous example, before S used to sell the goods to B at 115 and B used to sell its goods to its customers at 230. So now from 1 May onwards, so the same product, the same good or service, S, B will be buying it at 115.15 cents from S, and B has to sell it to its customers at 231, which is there's an increase there in the VAT of the same product. So the increase or cost of goods and services. So you see that at the end of it all, the product is more costly than before. So let's look at the impact number 2, which actually directly link to the increase of cost of goods and services. Cash flow constraints. So now we need to ask, before B needed 115 to buy one product, right? And now B needs 115.350. Do you have the cash? Does B have the cash flow, which is the cash flow constraint? And also, equally important, does B's clients have extra 1 Rand, right, to buy the product from B, which is a challenging issue. So the cash flow constraint, because this person might not necessarily have increased salaries or something like that, or increased their sales for them to compensate. So the cash flow is constrained. Number 3 is the compliance burden, especially to smaller businesses that doesn't have accounting systems. There is admin cost for compliance for those smaller businesses. They need to update their spreadsheet. They need someone to look at the formulas. So this is a challenge. The compliance burden increased. So there is need to update your accounting systems. But if you are using your normal accounting systems, the service providers or software providers, they automatically do them. So number 4, a burden number 4, which is very critical, depending on the products that you are selling in the market, reduced consumer spending. So before, the increase in VAT is equal to increase in prices. We saw that. And consumers now are forced to reduce discretionary spending. So if your goods or services are not what goods that people cannot do away with, you find out that people who end up, or customers who end up saying, no, we can't buy this. if it's something that is luxury. So small businesses, especially those in retail, food or hospitality, may experience a drop in their sales, which is a very critical impact on smaller businesses. Thank you. I hope you have found this very useful. If you did, follow us on LinkedIn. See, we have done a write-up on all the implications on VAT increase in South Africa. Or even give us a call so that we can assist